Hi guys, it's Lee here with Maddy, and we're going to bring you another episode in our Versus series.
Hey guys.
So I've been challenged, and I'll accept the challenge. So what are we going to play today? We are going to play this deck, I think. And the Maddy's obviously on his the Ramp Druid the deck tech's just been on. I think this could be quite an interesting one. This one.
Oh, is it Miracle Rogue or Tempo Rogue? Like, at the moment on the ladder, I'd probably mulligan against Miracle Rogue. I've seen very few Tempo Rogues.
Oh, it's
So,
everywhere Miracle Rogue, isn't it? Though, isn't it?
yeah, it's basically the main deck right now. So I'm going to put all these back, and this is a really hard card to deal with for Miracle Rogue. Although I could mulligan this one as well, so I could get my Ram stuff easier. So yeah, I'm going to discard all.
So I'm going to chuck back this card because it's a bit slow. We could play it on turn 4, but I don't think it's that good. I'm looking for a bit of an earlier start than that.
Turn 4, you're not playing Miracle Rogue?
Nope, I'm going to play Tempo Rogue.
Oh no! Then this hand sucks. This hand sucks anyway, so...
Not that you'd know with the start that I've got.
So I'm really hoping to draw into something that I can ramp with, because at the moment I have only discard and discard. And these two cards are not the best.
So even though he can just kill this with his hero ability, he takes 2, and we really need to draw into some kind of gas.
Yeah, also if I were playing this on the ladder, I still think it's like Miracle Rogue with the loot hoarders in it.
It's actually something I'm trying at the minute on the ladder. I'm not convinced yet, but we'll see.
Me neither, but Melee Rogue actually plays it, I think.
Well, Reynard's playing it, so obviously everybody thinks it's the God's gift.
Okay, so now I see a Harvest Golem and I'm a little bit scared. So I have two options. I could ramp into this one, or I could pass the turn and ramp into this one or this one. Now, since it's a Tempo Rogue, I really need my ramp cards. Although, this one is not taken out, so I'm definitely not going to play this one. That's a fact, because I have no turn 4 play. I have no. Well, this is a turn 4 play, but this is not good. I have no turn 5 play because he probably will have nothing to use this card on. So I'm just going to pass the turn and play either this or this, depending on the draw I get.
So I'm not too keen on giving this guy taunt. Although I am quite keen on giving it +2 and making this guy. I was thinking about, I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket for a silence. But what I actually think I'm going to make this guy. And then we're just going to end big on this guy. I mean, it's a bit sucky if he has a silence, but we need to get that damage in.
Okay, so this changes our plan a little bit, because this guy gets taken out so easily now and it actually doesn't do anything to the board, or at least very few things. I could play just this. I could ramp into this. Although maybe it's fine to play the big taunt.
It still costs me resources to deal with it, right? Unless I have sap. So.
Yeah, and also it deals with your 6-3, so yeah, that's probably going to be fine. I could also do another thing with my mana, and I don't think Tempo Rogue actually runs silence. And if so basically what I'm thinking about is, actually let me just do that.
Wow.
So I definitely don't want to discard anything.
Jeez. You should have some more mana. Yeah. I was thinking you were going to play Sonaris then.
Nope, I'm just going to play a 7/7.
Oh, good. Good. That's fair. And obviously, because it's me playing Rogue, that was quite a good draw.
So it's going to be a backstab. No, it's going to be a sap. Sap is actually, I don't think it's all that good in this situation. Or not that bad for us. because we can draw another 2 cards or heal ourselves. So
The only reason I did that, I know we can draw another 2 cards, but I wanted to combo that guy. And with the stuff we've got in our hand, I think we can crank up the pressure damage-wise.
yeah, and I'm now in a little bit of a pickle. I could play this guy. I could also just rest that, but what's my follow-up? I could rest that and Wild Growth, but that's another 8 damage looking at me, so that's probably not going to happen. Well, it actually is really bad for me. So... I mean, I could swipe and that is just 6 damage. Yeah, that's probably the best. Even though I don't get to play my ramp card. So yeah, that sap was actually pretty good.
So he, as we like to say, he blew his load and we could deal with it. So I think I mispositioned the defiance ring, you know. I don't think it's a marginal thing. So we can easily do this next turn anyway, so we might as well do this. Better be good.
Yeah, it's probably not going to be. Now I can do this and this. Or I could just play the Sunwalker. Sunwalker basically eats 5 damage from the board. Well, 6 because the weapon is +1.
I must safeguard the land. I must safeguard the land.
I think this is our best chance. Lee needs 1 damage in hand, but... and he probably has that.
I do have quite a bit of damage in hand.
Yeah, so... I had a pretty all-in turn, but I don't think I could have done anything else. Maybe Ancient of War and not drawing the cards, but that's probably the same result.
Yeah, I just think I drew that sap off the top as well, by the way.
Yeah.
Because obviously it's me playing rogue, so I can just summon cards to the top of the deck.
So, what's gonna be your second deck?
I am playing warlock.
Warlock? So that's either Zoo or Handlock. And I'm actually not sure what to mulligan against. Because Handlock is more and more, you know, featured. This card sucks against Handlock, but it's really good against Zoo. I'm definitely going to throw this card back, and this is the heart of our deck, so definitely keeping that. And now I hope this is Handlock.
So I want to chop back these 2 guys because, well, for the obvious reasons that you know. Actually playing Maddy's deck. It's his deck list and everything.
Okay, now I really hope it's Handlock. Oh, there's the coin, so it's Zoo. Oh no, it's a Watcher. Yeah, I never played Zoo before, so I was pretty sure it's going to be Handlock if it was my deck.
Yep. I have the draw. Getting my beats on.
Yeah, I'm going to have to play this. It's
No,
fine.
my owl. That was a nice draw.
My eyes.
Duh. Sure.
I'm sure I'm supposed to be playing a control deck.
Okay, so we top deck what we needed to top deck. But that's not gonna be enough, I think. I really don't want to play this guy and give it taunt. It dies to the Watcher, and also this guy is pretty awesome in this matchup, so what I'm going to do is do this actually. If he has Mortal Coil, he can kill this, but if he doesn't, then he has to trade. So
I'm playing this deck, and it feels like I'm just back playing the Tempo Rogue deck again. I'm just beating you up tonight, Maddy. What's going on?
I have the worst throw possible. Actually,
Yeah,
on the ladder, I would play this card on this and concede. I actually think I'm dead here.
Not quite dead this turn.
I actually missed the play, but I don't think it mattered. Yeah, I could have Mark of the Vile did this and then Big Game Huntered it. But yeah. Then I have no answer to the Giants. So I could play this as a 6/8. That saves me 8, so that's probably better than healing myself. But I still take probably 5 this turn.
And you did.
Okay.
I mean, this is one of the reasons I don't like the Druid deck. Sometimes you just draw all your ramp spells. Not that that was the case then, because I obviously can't see his hand.
Yeah, but on the other hand, I should be pretty okay if I draw my ramp cards, and actually don't draw my turn 9 and turn 7 plays.
Oh, it was the other things. It was the drawing all your big guys.
Yeah.
Malfurion versus Raw.
So the only thing that's left is mid-range shaman.
I must protect the wild.
Okay, so against Shaman these 2 cards are awesome, and I don't need these 2. I'd rather have something to ramp with.
So I'm not keeping any of these because, well, that's a 6 drop. That doesn't do anything unless there's something on the board, and I don't think he's going to be rush. So overall, they're pretty bad.
Okay, so
Obviously.
okay, so here's a pretty interesting lesson. You don't want to coin Wild Growth unless you have a turn 3 play. Now with this Druid deck you basically don't have a turn 3 play, so coining into Wild Growth, well, you could innervate something out, but unless you have something really awesome to do on turn 3, don't coin Wild Growth. Coin is a really good ramp card, and
It's probably the best one in the deck, isn't it?
well, yeah.
A very exciting few early turns.
And now next turn I maybe can coin into this, or you know, on turn 6 I can coin into this, so it's a much better ramp card than just to use it on a Wild Growth, so I could have an empty turn. And with Shami, that spell power totem cannot stay on the board, although I could play this, and this. Yeah, let's get a fast start. The only problem this deck sometimes has is that it runs out of cards, so you want to have them cards as soon as possible, and actually spell power shouldn't really matter against a 5/5. It matters against a 4 health creature because of lightning bolt and all that. Or
So
just flame tongue. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to say.
It's not an ideal setup for us, but I think I don't want to play this card because I don't want to be overloaded next time. Oh, I did that on the wrong totem. That was really bad. Should have done it with this totem because one, the totem's replaced on the right, and also spell tower power is the most valuable one for me.
Yeah, it's the worst in Arena, but the best in this deck. So I could play this card on this, but then I have absolutely zero play after that. I could play this one And I definitely... So, basically the +2 health that it would get taken away by the health or the healing totem, so I'm just going to play it in charge mode and take the free value, and not take 2 damage. And the taunt doesn't really matter against Shaman. Shaman is all about board control, so he will take down my 4/4 creature regardless of it having taunt or not.
Yep, I'm gonna do it this way.
Spell power? No spell power. Stormforge Dex Lightning Bolt. Nope, Stormforge just Rogue Biter. It's even better for me because Rogue Biter can be put on a creature and...
Yeah, one of my rock biters is gone.
yeah,
Well, both of them are gone, I think.
both of them are gone.
But I don't run Elec yet, so I'm not too fussed.
Okay, so now I have decisions. I could play this, and then from the 3 mana I have left, I could just hero power and take the 1/1 totem off. I could just play Cairn, and next turn with this I have 4 mana. So that's probably what I'm going to do, even though we didn't bait any hexes and all that, so maybe that's not the best idea. Oh, I'm just going to ramp ASAP. That's probably the last turn I would nourish, by the way.
The thing is as well with the Shaman deck, if you don't present it things to control on the board, then it has a lot of trouble doing anything most of the time.
Yeah.
That's what I've found anyway. Ooh, that might change our play for the turn. Because we want to play... I was thinking of playing this, but this turn we can make this and this. Turn after we can make this and this if we need to. Which usually kills a 5-power guy. Not sure. I think this is a good turn to drop this. Obviously not going to waste our... the taunt totem's amazing though. Waste our weapon charges.
Okay, so this Mana totem absolutely helps our plan for the turn.
I got the best deals anywhere.
We're just throwing all the cards in the world. Now I'm pretty scared that the Shaman might run Black Knight, just to absolutely beat Druid to the ground, but I'd rather have him kill this guy with Taunt than, like, for example, a War or... yeah, even a 4/6. Although not necessarily. No, obviously not a 4/6. And there's the Earthshock. It's really good because it's not played on this guy. And now I need to draw my spell power that doesn't exist in the deck.
Yeah, Flame Elemental's a pretty big boy for what he does as well. Fire Elemental, sorry, not Flame Elemental.
Okay, so I'm definitely going to do this.
I must safeguard the land.
Boo, hiss. So we're in pretty scary territory now, because you can play a lot of big fat things. I'd really want to draw our Unbound guy. Not an ideal draw. I'll take it there. Does me attacking not do anything? Don't think it does.
Well, I mean, next turn you can take it out with the 2 1/1s that will be left on the board probably, or not. But that's it. But you can attack it next, or you can attack it with your weapon next turn.
Yeah, I think that's the plan we have to go for, I think.
Okay, so when I considered this turn last turn, I thought we were going to play the Wrath on this guy and hero power into it, and then play the Cairn, but I don't want to play the Cairn because 1 Earthshock and 2 hexes are out. So I'm really happy for this top deck.
That is an annoying monkey. Or an annoying cat.
For the wild. Feel nature.
Obviously, Maddy hasn't foil.
And we want to take the healing totem down because we don't want the flame tongue totem to be head in this situation. That's plus 2 damage basically. And if he doesn't have the flame tongue totem, it doesn't really matter what. That 2 damage won't make a difference. And there are those feral spirits.
Feral Spirit's a pretty good card, isn't it?
Yeah. So I can play 1 card from my hand at the moment, and this is the problem that Ramp Druid faces sometimes. Is it's able to play 1 card and nothing else. Even if I had a swipe, I could play it with only 2 guys. So this is 10 damage, and we have 9 on the board. But an Earthshock makes it so it's just 4, and that's bad for us. This definitely eats a couple of damage, but the 2/2s can be taken out by these, and well, I mean, the 5/8 is good.
Well, that's a draw. Just deciding where to put my stuff. I don't play enough shaman to straight away know where to put things.
Yeah, that's the hardest part of Shaman. Because you have to think turns ahead for the Argus if you play Argus, or for the Flame Tongue Totem, and you definitely play Flame Tongue Totem because that's awesome.
Ah, I wanted healing totem there.
Yeah, either that or Taunt is fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so we draw this card, which means we can play this and this, but I really want to hero power this turn to take the 7/1 down. Sadly, I didn't draw my big game hunter that's in the deck. That's actually just taking 5 power off the board, but yeah, it's fine. So I'm not going to play this card at all. I'm just going to play this and hit. Just take 6 to the face.
Enjoy your 6. That would have been nice to be spell power.
Never what you want. That's the thing with Shaman. You never get the totem you want. Okay, so there's a hex, and we're taking 4 more to the face, and maybe. Oh, that's the entire turn. That's actually pretty good for us.
It gives you a good clue what I actually have in hand at this point.
Yeah, it's
Kind of
probably
things.
ore removals. Or like lightning storms, for example. That's definitely, I'd put 2 in the deck, so probably something like that. That's going to be 7. So I can't play what I want. But I want that Flame Tongue off the board because it's free value. And I can still give it Taunt and take the 1/1 totem off the board, so I think it's a fine turn for me. I mean, if he has second Earthshock, it's still fine, because in case it's not a spell power totem, it's still a force 3, so has to waste a lightning bolt on it or something. But Earthshock would have come out to the Ancient of War, I'm pretty sure.
My shield for Argus.
And there's the Earthshock. Although I think I would have Earthshock the Ancient of War.
Yeah, I guess that was probably better. I couldn't trade well with it. That was the reasoning. There was no profitable ways to kill it.
Yeah.
Like if I had the extra 3 power, like if I could get the extra 1 damage out of the Earth Shock, I just needed the 3 power to take it out. Otherwise, I still had to trade both my guys for it.
Mm.
So that was why I hexed it.
Okay. So basically, this guy has better targets than the healing totem or the Stoneclaw totem, but with this thing and 1 hex and 2 Earthshock being out, I want to play this guy right away, so I'm going to do my most mana efficient turn. And hope for no second hex.
Getting pay to win out of the game.
Yeah, it's all about them, both booster packs. Oh no! Second hex. That's fine, because now he has nothing for this guy, like literally nothing.
I have literally nothing left in my hand either.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh, and that's a really awesome top deck.
Is it not a ramp spell? Because that'd be like the best top deck.
Nope, not a ramp spell. And that 5/10's going to live for a long time, I think, unless the shaman runs Black Knight. But I think Lee doesn't actually have Black Knight, so
Yep, I don't actually.
I'm not that scared.
So we literally can't kill that this turn. Which is awkward. So I'm just deciding to drop this guy anyway. Just so we can play anything and draw next turn. So he's going to kill this with the 5/10, and then he's going to kill something with this knight. I'm playing this guy, but I'm leaving him at home, I think. Yeah, we could attack that. I don't know. What attacks would you do with this commander, Maddy? I'm not quite sure.
I think I'd attack, because if you don't attack and top deck a blank card next turn, you can't kill the 5/10 next turn either.
Yeah.
So I just attack, and also I have the 1 Faceless in hand, so it's actually good play against that, because if you don't hit, I would Faceless the 5/6. Oh wow, was that thing? I thought there were no time limits in friendly matches.
I guess I was just playing the deck we thought had time limits. The time limits would be bad for quickly then.
Okay, so this card is pretty useless, and I think I still want to Faceless this guy, even though it's now not that good.
I'm invincible. I'm
I can
invincible.
feel it slipping away.
For the wild.
So we can kill one of my wars.
That's a decent draw. So I guess the question is whether to... I think I kill the Black Knight here.
Yeah, Fire Elemental, obviously. Fire Elemental is awesome because it kills the Black Knight and trades with one of the 5/6s. Okay, so Lee has absolutely zero answers to this 5/6 in his hand, from 1 card at least, unless he has like Lava Burst and Spell Power, but that would be a huge top deck and 33% on the totem. So I'm actually going to leave that 6/5 alive. Let's see what we draw. And I'm going to leave it alive so I could put him on D number. Z number.
For the wild.
There's going to be another game 3 and another 4, so Nick just have a draw. I'm pretty sure there's no point playing this guy unless this is a taunt totem. Yep.
And the trade is made. So sadly I don't have the combo in hand, but I can play this guy. I'm actually really happy that I can get rid of the spell power totem, and there's no need to do more damage to the shaman. I have 4 cards in the deck and one of them is Force of Nature, so it's basically he has 4 turns to kill me and the Soundwalker in the way and all that. Oh, and also Savage Roar next turn is lethal.
Take this. Haha.
Ouch! You even buffed your Fire Elemental.
Yeah. So dice to all your stuff. That's what you get for having so many trees, you attract lightning.
Was that? That's 11, 17, 19. Well, I could give you another turn with Healing Touch, but I'm not going to.
Well, that's Watcher Druid for you guys. Well, not Watcher Druid, sorry, Ramp Druid.
Ramp Druid, yeah. And, you know, this is kind of how it should work and not like in the 2 games before where Lee had Nod Rose and I had the worst. It works much better than it worked in the first 2 games for sure.
Should we give them one more game, considering it's quite a short video?
Yeah, sure. Now you come up with the surprise deck.
Not that much of a surprise, I don't think.
If it's Miracle Rogue, I'm in a pretty good shape. And it's Miracle Rogue, obviously. I know it's Lee's favorite deck.
I must protect the wild.
So I'll keep these 2.
I could have kept the Druid of the Claw, but there's basically no point. And this hand is the worst. Okay, that makes it a little bit better. But still, I have to top deck stuff too.
It's like worst hand ever. Top deck 2 innovates, cast a 5-drop.
No, just top deck the Wild Growth.
I like how the wild growth is like some pretty flowers behind the centaur's backside.
Yeah.
Obviously it's the methane helping things grow quicker.
Okay, so I'm going to keep this guy if he makes an... well... The problem is that against Druid, huge Advin is a problem. So I actually can't just say... okay, I'm gonna play my big game hunter just to bait stuff, but... yeah. And I don't have obviously the other answer in hand, so...
We're being exciting over our side of the board.
yeah.
Where shall I strike?
And against Miracle Rogue I think we don't need that many tones. We need some tones for sure, but not that many, and just bursting him for 4 is better than making a 4/6 that is going to die anyway. And there's the Eviscerate, so that's fine. 1 Eviscerate out is heal 4 for me, basically, or heal 5 at with the Thanos. But I want to get that guy off the board.
I want a card, give me a card. Oh, why you not kill my guy?
I'm going to.
Oh. So kind. If only we had the face cam, Maddy would be looking confused.
No, I have the Azure Drake in my deck as well, so it's not all that confusing for me. Okay, this is not the best turn for me. I can't kill the 4/4 sadly, I can't even draw cards. I could silence it so the spell power is not in effect, but the 4/4 I think is a bigger power. And actually the spell power won't... nah, yeah, it will matter regardless, because he can backstab this twice and... well, I don't know, this is my best play. So I mean silencing that is an option, but I don't like it as much, especially that I want to maybe silence some auctioneers or something later. Or like a 6/6 Advin that I can't kill with the big game.
So I think we're just going to do this time.
That's actually awesome for me. One sap is out, so
I had a 10 power auction here today, and then I made an 8-8 Edwin and a Leroy and left him on 1.
okay, so it's pretty cool because I can replay this guy and also silence the 8-4. Now no spell power, and the cold blood was basically 4 damage to my face, which is not awful. And unless I'm dead this turn, I have also great plays. Wow, a second one. I only run 1.
Yeah, I wish I had to silence the other one. This turn was a lot better if you had to silence the other one. I'm trying to think of the best way to do this. It doesn't really work. I guess we just have to do that anyway. It's a little awkward.
Oh wow, yeah. Okay, that's a really good top deck for me. I'm 1 mana short from doing something meaningful this turn. Although,
you're not allowed 11.
Sorry?
You're not allowed 11.
Nah, I'm not. Well, I actually am if I have Innervate.
I know.
So I'm going to do this. There is the question why I didn't Mark of the Wild his creature and Black Knighted it, which is free value, but I think having a taunt on board is more important. And I will use this card next turn for sure. I have to use that card next turn because otherwise I might be dead to the combo anytime soon. With a taunt on board and 20 life and him being on 8 mana, I'm not that scared.
What to do? So many options.
That's just how it is with Miracle Joke, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh, it's Melee Joke! So I need my Mark of the Wild really badly.
It's a good backstop.
Yeah, backstops for 7 is never that bad.
All opponents.
And Fan of Nice for like 1 million. Oh, Blade Fury, that's good. So I have to get that guy off the board, and sorry, this is disgusting.
Oh, you drew it. Nice.
Yeah, that was my top deck.
Sad times.
Well, you top decked me in the first game with the sap, so...
Oh, I top deck people all the time. I can be sad about it. I'm not bothered about it, but I can be sad.
Okay, so here comes the Deadly Poison as well.
My eyes are
And the Farseer.
We're gonna hold on to this to enable this next turn. I mean, we have the option of putting this on one of his guys and doing his trick back to him. But I think we get value out of this guy anyway.
I'm not even sure if Melee Rogue runs Edwin,
I'm invincible.
but I'm not going to play this because Melee Rogue has a limited amount of burst, and with me being on 21 I'm pretty okay, I think. Maybe not.
So, Burning Mind equaled Force of Nature, as I think we might have to play this guy.
Oh, that's a big game hunter.
Yeah, it feels awkward playing against a druid deck like that, but I don't want to go down to a 14.
I need something in my hand. Wow. So I think I can survive most of the stuff that comes from him. I mean, that's 6 damage, I'm on 9, he has one more Sinister Strike, that's 12. A couple more weapon hits, but I have 2 Ancient of Lords in the deck, so I should be able to heal myself. Yeah, I'm going to have to play this even though this really sucks. But I don't want to take 4 from the big game, that's basically
So
my
if we're
rationale.
balling down to a cripple fight now, aren't we?
Yeah, it's basically playing what's in our hand. And actually I could have played the big game hunter because he's not able to, well, not last turn but the turn before, because he's not able to make a huge advin at all. No, shift face. I didn't calculate that into my lethal calculation.
So we can hold on to this, because we might draw a spell power. I think there's the one left in the deck. No, all our spell power's gone. But we'll hold it in case we draw Auctioneer. There's
Okay.
2 of them left in those 11 cards.
Awesome, I have an ancient, and actually it's an interesting question if we want to draw cards or not, but I think at this point healing is better because, as I said, it has limited amount of damage, and yeah, no advins coming our way, so let's just put some pressure on the board. He has to deal with it because otherwise he's on 1 next turn just from the board.
Well, I don't think I'm going to win going not to 1 and killing your guy, so... I had those 11 cards left in my deck. There was 1 card I didn't want to draw. That basically did nothing. And guess what it is?
What?
It costs 0.
Oh, prep.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Malygos not being out, prep is pretty bad. Your deck runs an Auctioneer, doesn't it?
Yep, there's 2 left in those 10 cards.
So yeah, it's a threat. Oh, and guess what? Card I drew, which I didn't want to draw out of my 14 cards, and there's 1 left in the deck. And it costs 0.
In a face.
Yeah! Okay, so let me just faceless this and hope I don't take 18 next turn.
Magic Beans? Why, hello, gadgets on the Auctioneer.
Hmm. I'm still wondering how you're going to put 12 damage on me. Yeah, I thought as much. But with no spell power, I think it's fine. The only problem was Talnos and that.
And I'm dead because I drew my 2 deadly poisons after I blew the weapon up. And my loot harder. Oh, I can't even suicide. Kill me! As you say, aliens, kill me. Smooth.
I don't want that Gadgetson on the board. Yeah, so once again, I think it was up to my Mark of the Wild top deck, because if that Malygos is on the board for another turn, it's a good game.
Yeah, definitely had the damage to me. So guys, that was Ramp Druid and some other decks. We'll see you next time. Bye.
See ya!